Hello guys, welcome to my new video. In this video, we will speak about Vivo S60, which is another Chinese brand, which is very famous nowadays in China because it gives mid-range smartphones with good price. So today we will speak about it, analyze it together. First of all, you will see what was my experience in shop, in real life, and after that we will see information on paper together. So please watch this video till end. We will analyze that should we buy this powerful smartphone in mid-range or not. Okay. First of all, I tried in my hand. This smartphone was very smooth, very nice. About design, it was simple design. Again, look like other smartphones nowadays. Not very futuristic things, not very big difference. So about design, I gave 7 out of 10 to this phone. About build quality, I get again 7 out of 10. Why? Because frame is aluminum, and generally I don't like aluminum because it is not very powerful. Its resistance is, for me, I think it's not enough. Aluminum is not enough. And nowadays all brands are using aluminum. So I think 7.5 out of 10 is enough for build quality. And in hand feeling was very good. You don't feel it is, for example, heavy or bad or anything. In hand, it's very good feeling. So in hand feel, I gave 7.5 out of 10. And also for display, I gave 8. Display of Vivo is very good. Generally, Vivo's products has very nice displays. If you are looking for good display, you can buy Vivo. Their display is very nice. So I gave 8 out of 10, 8 out of 10. For the smoothness of UI, you can see I a bit try to work fast with it. And sometimes it came, sometimes not. But it was good. It was good. So I gave 7 out of 10 for the smoothness of UI. And for camera. For camera, it has too many AI features. You can see selfie camera and it has zoom for selfie camera, which is very good feature. And for main camera, you can also see in video, it has very good quality with good colors. You can feel it. It's nice camera. So for main camera quality, I gave 7.5. For zoom quality, also I gave 7.5. And I recorded a video. I tried to find video here in system. It was a bit hard, again in Chinese. But finally I found it, I think. Yes, I found it. And I recorded video for you. You can see that video again has same quality with camera and same quality with advertising. Look, it is same. So for video recording quality, I gave 8 out of 10. So it was also good. And after that, I checked music and speakers. I was looking for new music and speakers. Let's open the sound. Wait a minute. Okay. It has 3D sound. Okay. Also for the speaker, it was good and powerful. I gave 8. For AI features, also 8. For example, the speaker has 3D voice, 3D sound. So innovation 8 because they work with AI very good. It was general information about my experience. But let's see on paper what's happening. Wait a minute, please. Or wait a second. Okay. You can see they released it near about 2 weeks ago in China. 205-gram weight. It was okay. You don't feel it is heavy. It was okay for this smartphone. Glass front, aluminum frame. Same thing with other mid-range smartphones at the moment. 2 nano SIM card. IP68, IP69 for dust and water resistant. AMOLED with 1 billion colors. You can see mid-range smartphones are getting better and better. 144 hertz, 6.59 inches size of screen. So resolution, you can see. System is Android 16. Chipset is Snapdragon, which is very good. Qualcomm SM8635 Snapdragon generation 3. It's good. It's good for one mid-range smartphone. It is good. And it is good that they use Snapdragon. Snapdragon is very famous. Chipset is good. So you can also work, you can also play with your smartphone. For features of camera, it has, for main camera, it has triple 50-50. And another one is also, where is it? 150 megapixel wide, 150 megapixel zoom, and 1.8 megapixel. So camera is a bit weak in compare, for example, with Oppo, with same price with Oppo Reno 16 Pro, but its camera is weaker than it. So, but about record video, it is 4K. Because of that, we didn't feel anything different between, for example, Oppo Reno 16 camera for video is good, but for taking picture and generally camera with same price and even a bit more expensive than Oppo Reno 16, it has a bit weaker camera and also weaker chipset. So main camera is 50 megapixel, and also for video, you can have 4K. What we need more? 3.5 millimeter jack. No, it doesn't have, and it is USB Type-C. It has also fingerprint, which is normal for charging. It is good, not fantastic, but it is good. 90 watt with wired and doesn't have wireless charging, and battery has 7,200 milliampere hour. And battery is also good. With this price, it means 560 euro. If I want to choose between this mid-range smartphone and Oppo Reno 16 Pro, I will choose Oppo Reno 16 Pro, because on paper and with my experience, in both of them, winner is Oppo Reno 16 Pro. So when we compare them together for same dates, if you want to know which of them is better, I tell you Oppo Reno 16 Pro. I have one video about it. If you haven't watched it, I will tag it here. You can go and also watch that video. We will analyze that smartphone also. If you have any question, write in comment bar. If any smartphone is interesting to you, which is in China, yes. So please write in comment bar. I will check for you. I will make one video and explain about it. Take care. See you.